I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CT Review. Today is May 14, Wednesday, 2025. Hope you had a good day today. So we discussed yesterday, slow grind, weird price action to be all the way up here, and what could it possibly do? It's some type of retrace and another higher high, right? They did not take out that high, so suspect to come back up for that. The ugly price action turned out to be a speaker. It's a high resistance day. It's consolidating, but you're getting a speaker here with the two highs here, the 2-3 lows right there. See that? We already take out the low and sweep Asia in London here. Opening day gap as well. Top 25% of the bearish pink daily imbalance. I got to make videos quick, so hopefully I can do that now. Make them 20 minutes or something. We'll see if I can do it. But I got a projection here. You got a 1 to 1.5 and 2 to 2.5. Very key for this whole day, because when we push up, we already hit the 1 to 1.5. We break a new high, and we're getting structure up. It's higher highs, higher lows. At the end of the day, it's still bullish, so you don't make it difficult, but you understand that you could have some very big pullbacks, for example, right? In this case, 9:30 opens right here, and you can see where we're literally at the 15. We're at a 15-minute imbalance here, refined to a 1 minute right here, also including the gap. Right? See that? You got to always include the gap. But right here, they dance over it right here, right here, and then 9:30 just sweeps it very gently, and damn near hits it perfectly at the 50% for this 1 minute. So 9:30 shoots off, goes straight to the lower highs that it built, and the goal was to also come up higher. What did they do? They pushed up. If you did this projection here, you could see we come to a 2 right there, baby. I got it highlighted here on purpose. But when they immediately drop down, this is a shakeout. You got the speaker up top. You're at 50%, so to speak, already, so that they come back down to make the real higher low. If you keep this simple, beyond the noise and the time distortion, which there was a lot today, it's really, if I was to just do this for you real quick, is this not easy to do, right? I could probably do in the 15-minute is better. Real quick. Speaker, so it's ranging out, and then it stopped here and over here, and then it came up, retraced deep. That's the real higher low. That's the new higher high. That's the real higher low. And what are we doing here, right? So obviously the new high, but if you look at that, and sorry, this looks ridiculous. All right, if you had a 5-minute, it would probably be a lot better. But you can see that right there on the 5-minute, you can see X marks the spot. But when the price breaks down, it's part of the game. This is what are you gonna do? But with it being up here, this little higher low right here, it's not really retraced well, and it's not 50% from this low to this high. Well, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I know I checked it and it wasn't 50%. I think it missed it by like a hair. Yeah, see that? Right here. See this? See how we miss it? But in general, it could have still bought, which it did buy. It did buy, but this is manipulation, and if you can see the structure here, you can see that, right? This is pretty much as a support, almost tagging that, by the way, almost tagging that 50% of that bearish daily imbalance. See how close that is, but not perfect on purpose. Look at these bitches doing it at the end of the day. I fucking knew it. These mother. So if you understand that, what's it called? If I change this and delete this, you'll see that higher low, it's a leg from here to here. Forget what's in between. From this high to retracing back is the real higher low. Oh, opening range gap. And you have the 50%. You have the midnight level. You have this now. I have another 15-minute imbalance underneath here. And that's also what I have highlighted as the extreme as I want to see it go if we're going bullish, obviously, right? You can see it respecting there. And then this is to be very specific. Also, this last down candle on the 15-minute at the open level that open level of this candle, which is obviously 5 a.m., 15-minute candle, it's tagging it perfectly right there. Sorry, you see all that, right? You see that? Look at that. That's specific. So here, when the push up and it comes back down, we got 1, 2, and then push up 3. So it's a buy, sell, buy. It's a pump and dump, but it's really but really continues. It's just a speaker and shakeout, man. I knew they were going to keep going up, and then you see us very close to that 25% of the bottom opening range gap. 75%. You can see we don't tag it, and that's also on purpose. But this is specific. This is specific. So this trade that I took right here and bought it up, buying it up to here, and I get squeezed out right here. See this? So I'm endearing all these pullbacks. Why? Because I'm trying to get above this high, and to be specific, I'm trying to hit on the look on the 15-minute. This see this -2 standard deviation right here. Very specific I'm being. Look to the right. It's the same level. So in this buy that I'm trying to do here, you see this? So from the buy here, okay, to take it up, trying to get above this high, and then over that -2. That -2 is, you see it. If I squinch it up, you'll see. Oh shit. I got this highlighted right here. This area. I want to come in this area. We do. Right here. Well, after I get stopped out here, it pulls back, take another buy right into here. Look at this level. I'm going to hover it now in the 1 minute. You can see it. It's the same level. So, and this is, man, do I pull out the trade? Jesus. It'll be on the thumbnail for the video. But anyway, so entered here, and why am I doing it? We have the first imbalance right here, okay? And we're coming in, we're rejecting from it, but it's all bullshit, because we are bullish and we're all slowly coming up and making higher highs and higher lows. These are just expansions and flags, right? So very tight. That's why I said go back test year 23. So it's kind of like when we hit this bottom here, it's been like it was October of 22, and then now it's rolling into 23, right? Is this and just back to this, you'll see this very common, very small retracements. We talked about it yesterday. Yeah, did Asia come in here and like I had the projection in this option of pulling back? No. Very bullish. It won't. It should it? Yes. Did it? No. Why? Because they're slithering up. So in this case, Asia didn't even get below here. So if it didn't get below here, then this example of pullback and push up is already happening right here. We had the high, we come down, it stops, then it goes up, right? So that's the same like logic. But if I'm waking up in Asia land and I see that, then dude, I'm already knowing that we're using this as a consolidation support situation, and then you get your higher highs, higher lows up. It's not difficult, but the pullbacks are to the point where it'll confuse you. So it sucks because they've been really dirty lately, and even getting in entries, it's been a challenge for me even lately. But you know, the bias and the narrative is still the same. The story is still the same. The understanding is still the same. So with that in first imbalance, you see it dragged out, and then what's it called? Even when we make this high and this low, mean reversion is sitting right here. So it's obvious, even if you took this buy, this is, you know, it's most likely going to come right back to this area, right? You can see that. But then it pulls back, comes up, pulls back. Look at deep. They don't take out this low. And what's so funny is when I was still in the trade here and I let it pull back all the way, why would I do that? Well, because I understood this. I understand this kind of price action. It's very high resistance. If it came underneath here, I probably would have bought it here. If it wanted to seal the opening range gap and hit the daily gap right here, right? You see that? But the point is that the focus was here because of, look at the projection here. I used what the hell did I use? I used this swing here. So when price pushes up, listen carefully, pushes down first, then retraces back up with the wicks right there. Boom, retrace, another low. That movement from this low to this high is the last move that before it actually came down. Yes, it does that on the same side here, but I'm using this as a swing to say, okay, we broke that swing. So I'm measuring it this way, but that shows a 2 to 2.5. You see it right there? I want to make sure I was clear and said it. It's also the 2.5 is laying on top of that blue candle that I got very specifically highlighted. Not blue candle, but last down candle on a 15-minute. But you can see that's algorithmic perfect. Look at that shit. So look at the trade. I'm holding it even for these retraces. Wow, I'm trying to get up here. But this shit, this took so long and beat me up. All this shit right here, I was just fed up to the point where I'm going to squeeze it out. Only because why? Because it's high resistance. What if we don't take that high out, right? I sat here for nothing. But the point is that look at the time involved. You'll see the macro here pushing up the price back up, but of the 950. But the thing is that when we come right back at 10:55 and we come back, it's almost 11 o'clock here. Now it's 11 o'clock. It's taking out these easy buyers right here, and it's pulling back at the London close, pre-London close situation. If that's the case, the reason why I'm holding this trade and didn't get out, and you're wondering, you're crazy, why would you do that? And at one point I was very uncomfortable as well, but it was because that it's going to continue from 11 o'clock into lunch for the finale. So that's exactly what they did. So they pulled it back already. They already did this damage. So because of that, now we got to go up and we're going to continue into lunch. Where's lunch? You'll see it's 12 o'clock right here. And then I get squeezed out right here. I let this pull back right here, make a higher low, push up. It's a failed high. It should be making a new high. Then it came down. As it's coming down, I'm out the trade. Done. Okay, what do? I let it pull back. I'm already past my trading time. I don't want to be trading too much. And then I'm wrapping it up. But the pullback here, when it pulls back into this wick, you can see that. Go do the research, 50%. I don't even got to draw it. But more importantly, this high right here, that's a breakout level as well. And we come back and dip into that. Not here yet. You'll notice we come to do that later. But in general speaking, why did I buy this again? I bought this right here because of the fact that we have not took that high out. So we have that high and that high. This is a pullback just to fuck anyone who's late buyers here, right? That's why I'm already in the trade, squeezing it. You take this trade, straight shot to it, baby. Ooh, and where did it go? That -2 that I was saying the whole time. So if I pull out the trade right now, you're going to be like, yeah, oh, perfect. I already had this -2 on there, up here, okay? So I'm trying to make videos quick. So anyways, that was the finale for that. There's nothing else you should be doing. I mean, this can keep going up, or you already had so many moves. You had move 1 up, move down 2, move up 3. Let's just say this is move 3 and move down 4. Push up, move 5. Move down, expands, move 6. Pushes up, move 7. Okay, so that you only need 1 or 2 of these moves, right? This is the logic. And it's past my bedtime here. And the point is that in reality, watch this. From this low to this high is the structure, right? Is the final move leg. This is internal suckering, but it was still a great trade. That's the higher high. That's the higher low. That's the higher high. That's the higher low. Look how damaging and deep it gets. The logic is still the same, though. You see that, and now study that. You see that, but that's how I'm seeing it. Because that's the only reason. How am I supposed to hold on to this fucking trade? That's got to be very difficult. This is some OG shit right here, but that's the purpose. What? Being responsible, taking it out. Ooh, take the pullback. Oh, one more, because they didn't take it out. I'm like, you son of a bitches. This is anyone trying to hold the bag all the way, like me squeezing, and they pull back. It's still a higher low, and then where's the proof? You can see the first imbalance. We pop up above here, and then no bodies. This 1121, no bodies are sitting in there, and 22 not sitting in there, and 23 sitting on top. It takes off. It takes out that high, so it pushes up, retraces. That's a higher low, higher high, higher low. Comes back and bounces on this. This was a 5-minute. I like teaching. That's why the videos are long. But you see these 2 down candles. I have it highlighted right there. That's how I'm able to stick with the bias, move it up, patiently wait for these retracements. That's a signature of saying the trade is working. Makes a new high, retraces deep. What are you going to do? You have to hold it, and then it gets to the finale. And then what does it do? It comes immediately down. I saw this as a great trade too, but at this moment, it's very possible to keep going up. But the response could have been a beautiful sell. Anyways, I think I'm talking too much. Want to make videos short, but I know this is fire. After that, yeah, reaching this area here. Oh, and I also did the projection different here. In the screenshot of the trade, I had it here originally. And you can see this is the last swing right here. Right? See that? And to push up, you see 2 to 2.5. You see 3.5 to 4. We miss it by a hair. Probably still going up there for that. But the point is that it was is that logic. And I feel like I'm missing something else. Oh, if you do the 50% of the 25% opening range gap up here and to the low of it, which is also, well, I got that green level right there. It's also a high. That high, remember? Oh my god. This high right here. See that? So I know we're really hugging that. It's in the background. See it's green? And right now we're just kind of hugging this low of the opening range gap. But if you do a 50 from here to here, I didn't even do the measurement, but I know that it was there visually. I can see it already. See that? That's also the reason why taking the trade up to here was right, and also it could sell. But as a trade, do I have to keep showing the trades, dude? Jesus, just so you can prove it. It's beautiful from here to here. But that you can't make that up, right? So if that's the case, another high comes down for a higher low, takes out that guy. That's the 50%. I'm sorry, that's the midnight level right there. See that? Sorry, see that's the midnight level right there, and that's why I wouldn't want it to go below the midnight or the 50 here in this buy, if it's obviously from here too, if it's buying. But you'll notice that after we sat on this first 15-minute imbalance, it's not pretty and it's ugly, obviously, but it'll eventually, you'll see it get tagged right there where we come underneath it, come above it, boom, right there. See that tagging? That's the 930 level as well. So that's very key, and we're also tagging that. You can see it. You can see that. They're just trying to wipe out these buyers. So anyways, this also is also nice and refined. Look at that inversion right here on the 953. You can see that we tag it right there, everybody. I mean, right there. But this is what this logic is for, and it's taking this out. But that's it has to hold here, and I want to see the bodies majority stay closer to it, right? We also have an imbalance right here. The blue one, I did not draw that, but you'll notice the bodies is sitting right there. See that with that imbalance right there? That 958, the blue one, the bullish one. Okay, so anyways, we finally get above the that first imbalance right here, and you can see that. Boom. Come all the way back for them down here. You can see majority. Look at the body sitting at the 50% of the opening range gap. And then after that, you are also you're also tagging this level again over here. See that? Boom. See that? So you do your own thinking here. I'm tired of talking, but over here you'll see that we pop up. We get this first imbalance right here of the PM session, and we dig right to it. Boom. You take that. The issue with this is not only holding the trade. You can squeeze it out here for this trade, but you want to come into here and take out this liquidity of these lower highs of after a break, and then plus imbalance right here with a balanced price range just pretty open wide for buyers and sellers. So I saw, you can see that this candle, which was crazy, 234 just opened up and shot straight to it. Where sitting in this imbalance, yes, it's coming out. It's really sitting in this lower one here, but it doesn't take out that low, and that's super suspect. Does create equal lows just to get up here. Very suspect. Retraces back, wipes them out a little bit, and as you see, comes right back. You got a couple minutes before the 350, and what does it do? 350 shoots the fuck up, takes out these guys. See that? Logical, but that's algorithmic. That's perfect, pretty much. And Now these hoes are doing it at the end of the day to pop up here. So yeah, that's pretty much super fire. Hope that makes all sense. 20 minutes. I like it. I gotta move. Gotta move. Okay, what do we got here? We had a lower low and we snagged out for Nasdaq, and we had higher lows here. It's a bait and trap, but because of the being in the middle of the range, but it was still a trade to come and take out that high, and that also is what matters. So should have took that profit out. For me, I let it come back, and I was like, "Fuck you," and then it took me out, and then I ended up rebuying in here. And then at this time, you did have a little divergence right here. Lower lows with S&P and higher lows with Dow and Nas. So, nice push up back, and then here you'll see that there was a higher high here with Nas. I pushed it back down, and then I didn't draw it because I was already done for the day. What's it called? What's it called? This is higher low for Nasdaq, and you have lower lows with S&P and Dow, right? Push all the way up, and lower highs here. Dow makes really weak. Lower high here, you can see we got higher highs there. Big sell off. Could have took it off the strength of that. And then here you can see higher low with Nas here. I'm just gonna take that real quick, and then these are all lower lows right here. See that? Nice push back up. It's just a speaker, man. Up, down, up, down, up, down, right? But the order flow is still there. Higher low, that's the real higher high. That's the higher low. That's the real higher high. That's the real higher low. You see that? Now Nas was being clean with us. S&P was being dirty, and so was obviously not a Dow always is. And because Nasdaq will be more of the stronger one. So and we love to see that, but still pretty difficult. It wasn't difficult, but it can be if you're not focusing on that, right? Of what the logic we're talking about. Anyways, dollar. We'll see here. Might get a push up. This might be the end of our road if we do sell off. Otherwise, it's going to shoot through the roof and take out all-time highs. I mean, there's nothing else we can say right here, but we're just pretty much taking it day by day here. Looks like a lower high for fucking Dow, that's for sure. And S&P, yeah. So Wednesday being a transition sort of day, possibly, where it's kind of like it's like our last week Friday, the day we had Friday. This is a very similar story. This is now showing more strength to the upside though, because we're already kind of going up, right? Still, if that makes sense. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, well, in general speaking, but hey, this is what it is. You can see everything kind of hugging this area. I got that question mark if we want to hit up there, right? There's some easy liquidity there. If I show you the 1 hour real quick, you'll see on the left side, when we're coming up, we're just wiping out liquidity. All the lower highs that we created on the way down. Remember all the fun we had down here. But we're here now, and also you can see this is a breakout candle right here as an imbalance. Now we're coming up slowly and inching our way to rebalance it. You could do the 50 right there where that is. We're not even there yet, but also there's a gap right here. So there's one candle down this way. We don't necessarily have a candle going up past it right now. If I was to show you this gap right here, this is here's an extra tip for you. Oh my God, come on. I'm just talking, baby. So what a coincidence. So that gap all the way over there, that's that 50% of that high right there. Right there, beautiful. I don't have to draw it. And then actually, let me just, I normally don't use the middle line, but for this case I will. Oh, and then ooh, the top of it. So keeping the price up here makes sense for the day as well. And we're sitting at that 50 in that gap. So why am I showing you that? Well, because it's fire. You have to see these details. But the simple situation is obviously, the next level is this 25% on the. So I've already moved over this weekly gap. All right, so I didn't do that. I don't think I did that yesterday's video. So what did I show? I think I did. I don't remember. Yeah, I put this weekly gap right here, obviously, and it's getting quadded over here to the right. Now we're in this gap because that's a weekly. And then back to this over here, this 1 hour. You see that look at this liquidity right here, right? So we're popping up, and now we're here. So that's a breakout level right there, pushed right through. I want to get those guys. You see these lower highs right here, and look at this right here. See how we break through? Look at these lower lows and lower highs. Low break. Look at that right there. That's easy. This was easy, but at that time when the price was here, you could have still been bullish, right? So look at that low right there. I'll go on the daily. You see this low? That's why I got this question mark with this high right here, because when we bust through this low, see that low? That this February 10th. All right, we bust through it. Right there is liquidity to the right, slithering. See how they got away with it, and then they slithered, came down, popped all the way back for resistance. All right, pop down, pop back up all the way, squeezed, come back all the way, squeezed, and then took off, making it very hard to sell in for the elite traders. They're trying to get these guys. I said way too much. I know this is helpful and this all makes sense. So crazy bullish, and just running for all this quickly, and doing a great job at it. So again, go back test 23, and then you'll see this similar type of price action fractally. And how long is this video now? Where are you? 27 minutes. Damn, bro. And I can say much more too, and I hate it because I'm gonna now maybe forget something. But this is a pretty nice push. As maybe Wednesday being a transition day, Thursday might push up, then be the reversal for the week. Very similar to last week. Go study last week's. And I don't really think there's anything else to say here. Oh yeah, that's why I don't put this here, because it looks crazy on the daily. All the price action sitting in there. Okay, so up 2 standard deviations too, as you see that. And price didn't go much anywhere. The expectations you should have is also not to play around with these people because of the fact that they're coming right back in. But every high and every low comes right back to a mean reversion as well. But I already showed you the structure, so I've already explained all this. So I feel like I'm missing something. I was very thorough. Did I give the projections? So it's the same story. Higher highs and higher lows. It depends what it does with Asia and London. Obviously, I don't know, but maybe we're doing something like this, and then maybe we rush to here, sell off, and make another speaker and expand this way. Obviously this is in the bullish scenario for now, and it can, from here, it can just keep going up, obviously. Whoops, of course I grabbed that one out of all of them, and then keep going up to that gap here. That's pretty much it, man. I feel like or if this is that major lower high, we want to stop around this area, which that would be sick if they do. Then fucking, and we're like majorly bearish out of like nowhere. Then you're gonna have to see. Remember here we got this next day, the previous days. There's an imbalance here. I'm gonna draw it. But if we were bearish, we'd come in and use 50% of that and then come down. See that? And I'll draw it now too. Well, I'll just clone this. Man, this is how I make videos long, man. I can't keep doing videos when I'm this long. Just I want to say so much that it's hard not to. And is that right? Yeah. Oh my god, bro. That's why. I'm not even sure if that was there was a little gap. Right. All right. See what I'm saying? So that's another imbalance. So do we raid? Do we come up? We come there now. We'll see what Angel London do. Um, you know, some shit like that. If we're bearish and we turn like that, or this might come lower. Type of shit. Anyways, I'm beating a dead horse, guaranteed. So you guys take care and God bless.